No, my husband can't join your team. He's a bald fucking pussy. He's even a useless father to Marin.
Marin can join our team then. That's okay, right? You know how to do an RKO, Marin? If we have a baby on our team, another fighter will kill it by mistake and get disqualified. You cold motherfucker.
Is my baby in danger at this tournament?
No! We sense some real, hidden potential in Marin. Like when Gohan went crazy against Raditz. Or some shit like that.
Okay, that's fine then.
Alright!
Hello, what's up, everybody? What's good, everybody? How's it going? If anyone's in chat, that is. Oh, you, Greg. Hey. You're gonna play that? Oh. Oh. Hello, the Blood Files. Welcome to the stream. Well, today I want to talk about, something Dragon Ball Z related as well as something non-anime related. The allegations of Goku as a father that certain DBZ fans have against him, and that's kind of had the Dragon Ball fandom kind of divided. The other topic is the hardships and struggles of fatherhood nowadays. Now, I'm not a father, but I seen what fathers go through because some of my friends are fathers, and they give me a little one-on-one on how tough it is. But it's the toughest part is not really the children, but it's more of the women they deal with. But I'm waiting for my other people who supposed to be on this stream. So until then, hope you can enjoy yourself with.
Professor, I'm 10 years old and I'm ready to pick a Pokemon. Professor, I'm 10 years old, and I'm ready to pick a Pokemon.
Not until I get mine first, dork. Now, boys, you'll both get your chance. Now, before I can give you your Pokemon, you have to answer a few questions for me.
Okay, shoot.
All right. Well, first, are you a boy or a girl?
Huh? I'm, a boy, right? Right, I'm a boy?
Why are you asking me?
I don't know, it was just like a kind of a curveball. I'm a boy.
Now, what is your name?
You don't remember my name?
Who would want to remember you?
Shut up, Gary. It's Ash.
Ah, yes, of course, Ash. Now, to your left, that's your rival, my grandson. You've known each other for years. What's his name?
Grandpa? Grandpa, what are you doing?
What's his name, Ash?
Is he having a stroke? Grandpa, come on. It's not funny. Grandpa, it's Gary. Gary Oak? I'm your grandson. You can't forget me.
What's his name,
Mom
Ash?
said you were forgetting, but no.
What's his name, Ash?
Come on. We're supposed to have so many years left. Come on. It's Gary Oak. Ash, can you call my mom? I think he's forgetting. Dick fuck.
Ah, yes, my grandson, Dick Fuck.
What?
Ash, you must be prepared for the journey
My
ahead.
name isn't...
You will meet great
No.
foes and
No.
many Pokemon.
Oh, hey Jeremiah, how's it going, buddy? Welcome to the stream.
Why did you make me do this? You're fighting so you can watch all of these mascots die. Think, Luigi. You'll outlast every fragile, insignificant franchise in this game. You'll live to see these series turn into pachinkos or mobile only. Everything and every game from your childhood will be ruined. What will you have after 500 consoles?
You, Mario, I'd still have you.
Oh, there's animeAJ. I already gave you a welcome. Here's your welcome right here. Ahoy, Captain animeAJproductions. I'm still waiting on Ruby King though. Also, it means just what it means. Oh, they're like, oh, it's animeAJ. Welcome. Well, let me start over. Ahoy, Captain Kaizokuo. Kaizokuo. I know. I just added that in there. You know, for the pirate thing that you got going for you. Oh, okay, Ruby King. You're just a 10th Ruby King. Right, I'm a pirate king, Ronald Dragon America. Not a pirate captain. Ahoy, Pirate King, animeAJ Productions. How about that? Is that any better? Is that any better, dude? Hmm? Still mad at me? What's X Gamers Asylum?
Yo,
What's up, man? What's going on? What's up, Big? Thanks, Big X Gamer. Thank X Gamers Asylum. Thank you. Huh? I didn't hear you, dude.
I said, yo, what's up?
Oh, nothing much. What's going on? You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready for this. Fair warning, I don't know how long I can be on this. I gotta wait for my girl to text me because we are going somewhere tonight. But however long she takes, that's how long you got me for.
This stream is meant to be as long as it can go. So,
Nope. Okay.
for as long as we can keep it going, that's as long as it can be.
I'm
Like I
pretty.
said, this is.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure you got me for at least a good hour.
Yeah.
At least.
I'm trying to go for at least an hour, or maybe at least hour and a half. Cause like,
Yeah, I probably got that. I mean, I don't know. It just depends because she takes her time getting ready and shit. So,
okay,
and on top of that, she's driving from like how far away is Thibodeau? Thibodeau's probably like a 40-minute drive.
okay, so I probably got 2 hours tops.
Yeah, it all just depends. I haven't heard from her since an hour ago, so I'm just waiting on her to fucking text me back. But yeah. So, what is the topic? So I see you, animeAJ.
Brother D is down to chill. I'm very much down to chill. But yeah, I want the first topic is, you know how many people are like that you got so many fans or non-fans saying that Goku's a bad dad.
Yeah, you hear that a lot, and unfortunately, some of it is from actual fans, more so the casuals. If you ask me, a majority of the casuals are the ones that say that Goku's a bad dad. You know, but when you actually look at the series, it's like, not really. Goku's not really a bad dad. I wouldn't call him like. I wouldn't say he's father of the fucking year, but a bad dad. He's far from that.
Exactly.
He's far from that.
As I was growing up, I used to think that, but as I got older, I was like, you know what? As I look back, and I started watching some old Dragon Ball episodes, and Dragon Ball Z episodes as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what? How have I been thinking this man's a bad dad when I look back at the bigger picture of things?
I don't know where it came from. Well, I mean, I do know where it came from, actually.
I feel like it's Superman fans.
Nah, I don't think it's them. At first, I thought it was Team 4-Star because they in my opinion, popularized the joke. Yeah. But apparently, it came from the those that were around in the 90s and early 2000s before Team 4-Star. So this joke has been a thing for like a long time, pre-YouTube. That's what Team 4-Star said, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I was a Dragon Ball fan in the 90s, but I wasn't really like on the fucking internet because I was a retard. So sorry about that wind. It's windy.
I used to see that all the time. 90 fan, bro. 90 fans unite.
As far as I can go with the internet back in the late 90s, early 2000s, I was just looking up pictures. That's it. That's as far as my internet abilities went.
Right. Oh, what's up, Evil Sonic? How's it going, dude? And anime just says, cause he's so often absent Gohan's life and how he didn't meet Goten until he was like 10 years old. Well, Vegeta didn't hug Trunks till he was like 8 years old. So yeah, I don't see why Vegeta didn't get no bad dad allegation if that's the case.
Vegeta's a horrible father up until Super.
Exactly. But yeah, he don't get no smoke.
He
He
doesn't.
gets no smoke.
He doesn't. See, Goku, the thing about Goku is Goku was in his son's life. It's just that during Gohan's childhood, the majority of Gohan's childhood, so much shit was going on. Goku risked his life to save Gohan, and he was dead for about a year. And then after that, he was hospitalized for about a fucking year or 6 months. And then the only one that you got is, well, Goku didn't come back to Earth after the fight with Frieza because he was, like training with the Yard Dress. He could have came back, but he got that training, which was in a sense needed. And then Goku gave up his life. We're going up against Cell, and Goku said, "Don't bring me back because there are too many. He has too many enemies that keep popping up for Goku." And that's why Goku didn't come back the first time, and that's why Goku was absent throughout Goten's childhood. It was a sacrifice, and he was fucking dead.
Yeah. animeAJ said Vegeta was there since Trunks was born. He just didn't raise him per se.
That means he's a bad dad. You can be in your son's life. You can be there since the day he was born. That doesn't mean you're a good father, though.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: is Goku and Vegeta?
We also have it on. Oh, sorry.
We're also looking at it from a human point of view. You gotta remember, Goku and Vegeta, they're not humans. I would say Vegeta's the worst, but they're not humans. Saiyans have like their own view of being a fucking parent, if that makes sense.
I mean, look at Bardock.
Warrior culture. Yeah, Bardock didn't give a shit about Goku or Raditz. They didn't give a shit about him. I think, and look at Paragus. Look how Paragus treated Broly. Both canon Paragus and the original Paragus. Look at how he treated Broly.
Oh, was steady regardless. Well, how about this? Look at how King Vegeta. Now he kind of spoiled Vegeta, but King Vegeta was a selfish individual that cost the lives of his own species. And if Vegeta was on that planet, it would have cost him his son as well.
Yeah, pretty much. Definitely. King Vegeta was just trying to groom Vegeta to be his successor for the most part. I think Vegeta had, if I'm not mistaken, Vegeta was born with a higher battle power than he was.
Oh, animeAJ says animeAJ disagrees with you about the whole Vegeta being a bad dad.
It's okay.
Exactly. Goku finally literally died to save Gohan. Vegeta was not a bad dad. Changed my mind. Fight me, Ruby King.
Well, okay. Vegeta's a bad dad. He beat the shit out of his son Trunks from the future multiple times.
I mean, to be fair on that end, let me interject something though. Yeah, that was his son, but not his son. That was a son from another timeline that belonged to a different Vegeta.
Yeah,
that was
but
his son. He already had his son.
Yeah, but it's still his son. I think if it was the same Vegeta dealing with his Trunks, I think it'd have been the same outcome. You've been beating him like an abusive father. Vegeta
is one of those dads that expect excellence as their kids. The ones that want their child to be overachievers in sports and stuff like that. He's one of those dads, I think.
Vegeta wouldn't have cared. Vegeta didn't start caring for future Trunks until future Trunks got a hole blasted in him by Cell. That's when he started. That's when he's like, "Oh crap, my son! Oh no, my son's got murdered by fucking Cell. Now I'm angry." It took till Cell to kill Trunks for Vegeta to actually care.
But let's think about this. In a way, that kind of puts Vegeta to be more, at least a better dad, in a sense.
An abusive father?
He trained the current Trunks he has. No, let's keep it real. He trained that Trunks.
Yeah, he did.
And he did spend time with that Trunks, even though he always acted like a little bitch and had an attitude about it. But he did train that Trunks and spend time with that Trunks.
He still also threatened. He still also put his son Trunks' life in danger, as well as the entire world, when he allowed himself to succumb to Babidi's magic and becoming Majin Vegeta.
Damn, that is true.
Yeah.
God, it makes it so hard to defend him.
Yeah. I like Vegeta. Don't get me wrong. Vegeta's cool. You know, he's one of my favorite characters. But you know, he's not a Vegeta. Doesn't become a better dad, a good dad, until after the defeat of Majin Buu. That's when Vegeta becomes a good person. Or really, Vegeta becomes a good person when during the fight with Kid Buu. That's when he becomes a good person. But before all that, Vegeta was just a bad dad. Just bad dad.
But he gave in to being a dad more so than what we expected him to be fair.
Yeah, because he became more peaceful and he put his ego aside and all that shit. Kind of had no choice.
Plus, Goku was dead.
But I will still say Goku was a better father though. Up until Vegeta became.
That is true though. But as I look at Super though, it shows that Vegeta definitely improved as a family man in a way. Still has his attitude, of course, but he's a lot better as a father, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. In Super, he is a much better
Goku.
father.
But what I hate is that, and this is also explained in a video clip that I have in the description about that also relates to what topic we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Is that in Super? How? I mean, it didn't really make Goku less of a dad or a worse dad or anything. Pretty much kept the same relationship because he always has a good relationship with Gohan and Goten, even though he didn't get to see Goten born or spend time with them.
Yeah, he has a great.
But they were actually cool with it. Yeah, but it's the fact that they made him so goddamn outright, without any redeeming quality, stupid.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Super regresses Goku's character. That's like one of the flaws of Super. I ignored it enough because of all the arcs that kept coming. But over time, as I keep getting reminded of it, it just kept pissing me off. I didn't ignore it. I was like, no, this is
tried
dumb.
I said try to. But
Goku not.
It was just hard to.
Goku not knowing about kissing his wife, that was fucking retarded. It's not even funny.
Like this dude really rock dogged this woman twice.
Yeah, and just go like Goku is a country bumpkin. That is his character. He's not like the smartest tool in the fucking shed. He's not supposed to be. But Goku, we know Goku has gotten smarter at least a little bit once we get to the Z portion of Dragon Ball. In fact, once we get to late Dragon Ball, actually, when you think about it. So it's dumb, and it goes beyond just his education. It's now like him as a martial artist is fucking retarded. Like I don't think it's in the manga. I don't think it's in the anime, but in the manga, Dragon Ball Super manga, Goku's telling it is in the anime. It's in Dragon Ball Superheroes anime. Goku's like, "Oh, Vegeta, you're meditating. Wow, I didn't know you could do that. I don't know how to meditate." It's like, but we've seen Goku meditate.
Exactly. I know about that one too.
And Goku is a master. He's a master. He's not he's not like a black belt. He's a fucking master martial artist. We've seen him meditate. We've seen his training. So why regress him like that? And it's just to basically prop up Whis, I think. To prop up Whis and I guess Vegeta in a way. Like, it's cool seeing Vegeta meditate, but, Goku should have been like, yeah, I know how to fucking meditate. I just don't need it because I'm so fucking enlightened. I'm meditating all the damn time. I'm walking while I'm meditating while walking. That's what Goku should be like. I mean, he's some freaking Wukong, for crying out loud.
Like, dude, massive meditation to the point where he can read minds. Let's put that in perspective.
Yeah.
On an emotional level, something like that.
Yeah, and guess who was the first character to read minds in Dragon Ball? That was Master Roshi. Master Roshi read Nam's mind. He read his mind. And Goku when he arrived on Namek, just showed that he can also read minds. In a way, that is showing that Goku has become his own master. Matter of fact, it is Goku become his own master because when Goku arrives on Namek, the symbol on his back, those characters, usually before then, it was Master Roshi's character because he was a student of Master Roshi. Then it became Kyle Sama.
Yeah.
Now it's Goku's name, so signifying that Goku has become his own master. So it's dumb to regress Goku like that, and it's fucking retarded. And that would be one change I would definitely make in any rewrites with fucking Super.
Right. Because see, like I've had put some links in the description of this stuff that argues against a lot of stupid stuff that a lot of current Dragon Ball fans trick themselves into believing, other than the bad dad allegation.
Well, a lot of them don't. I wouldn't say they trick themselves into believing. A lot of them.
So they just don't know how to read.
So one thing I found is that a lot of new Dragon Ball fans, they get their Dragon Ball content, or they start off with Dragon Ball Abridged.
The spinoffs, the fan made spinoffs.
Yeah,
Or
but
the
mostly
game.
Abridged. But mostly Abridged because Abridged was a big impact in the fandom, and it introduced the series to a bunch of fucking people, and so that's like their jumping off point. And I will say, and I'll call them casuals. They're not fucking hardcores. And I would say the little bit of the actual knowledge of the series, the franchise, come from fucking YouTube clips. Like they're not reading the manga. They're not watching the entire anime episodes or anything like that. Is they base all their knowledge off of Dragon Ball Abridged, and that's it. Most of it, a big bulk.
And I think that's one of the things I was thinking about. Like a lot of people who talk about this kind of crazy out of the norm stuff of Dragon Ball, I'm thinking y'all must have watched watched one of those fan made or content or abridged, or probably played some non-canon video game, like all that kind of stuff. Or you just listen to a damn Superman fan.
Oh, fucking Superman fan.
Yeah, I'm throwing shots at all Superman fans. What's up? I want all the smoke.
Goku, I want to say something base. Goku's a better dad than Superman because at least Goku's sons didn't become gay. Become gay. Wait.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's not all make that assumption because you know how they trying to do a whole rewrite of that Daima crap, right? Or Daima, whatever it's called.
Daima, that's not a rewrite.
Or something, whatever Daima is. What is Daima exactly?
Daima is just another story. It's not a rewrite. It's just another story.
It's not so. It basically is a continuation.
I wouldn't even call it a continuation. It's just another story. A story that Akira Toriyama wanted to tell. It doesn't continue off of Super or anything.
Does it continue on the main story of Dragon Ball?
Probably so. It's probably still using that as a nice jumping off point because why not?
So it's basically Dragon Ball continued before the Dragon Ball Z.
No, it'll be after Z. It'll be after Z.
Oh wait, after Z?
Yeah,
what?
It'll be after. Yeah, it'll be after Z. Like how Super, or I should say between Z. It's its own thing. Don't look at it like a sequel or anything. It's just its own thing. That's the best way to describe it.
So it's a midpoint.
It's not even you can say it's a midquel, but it's just its own thing because it doesn't follow. It's not. From my understanding, it's not acknowledging Super. From my understanding, or like the events that happen in Dragon Ball Super is not. It's not acknowledging any of that.
So it doesn't know Dragon Ball Z either.
Please say that again.
Does it acknowledge Dragon Ball Z at least?
Annul it?
I don't think
so. No, it doesn't annul Dragon Ball Z. That still happens.
Okay. So it's basically a series that has where it's placed in the timeline has not been specified or something like that fully.
It's just his own thing. It's just a separate story. It's like
So it's a complete spinoff.
Yeah, you can say a spinoff. Sure. You say it's a spinoff. I think that's an accurate assumption.
Because everybody already saying it's GTA is GT 2.0.
It's not GT 2.0. I need to make videos on that. I don't think it's GT 2.0. I think there are parts that are inspired by GT, and that's the only part of Goku being turned into a child. But I don't think it's a GT 2.0. You said it doesn't make any sense?
It made no sense turning Goku into a child.
Why not?
Wait, hold up. Wait. It just said it's GT 2.0.
GT
Yo, MAJ, why don't you just tell me in the chat and or better explain your argument, man? And GT is being confirmed as non-canon. Well, that's sad, but not sad.
I wouldn't worry about canon and Dragon Ball. Canon's kind of. What's that?
But I'm sad, but not sad that it's considered non-canon because the story did have a lot of potential. It was just not done right.
Yeah.
But it just didn't make sense that how Pilaf made Goku to a kid and try to for starters, after meeting Goku, the dude uses force instead of just outsmarting Goku. Like I'm pretty sure Pilaf can. He knows that Goku ain't all that bright. Like you said, he's a country bumpkin type guy.
Yeah, he's very much a country bumpkin.
Like there was no need for using force, dude. You know it wouldn't have worked. It didn't work when he was a kid. What makes you think it worked when he was an adult?
Right. All right.
And then what makes it worse is that after making him a kid, you don't see Pilaf in his gang no more throughout the whole series, to be fair.
What, in Dragon Ball Super?
No, GT. Well, same with Super as well.
They appear every now and then in Super. They're just background characters, though.
With the exception of Mai, maybe, in the whole Zamasu arc.
In the manga, they make a little thing. In the manga, they're making more appearance, I believe, in the Dragon Ball Superheroes prequel adaptation. They show up as school students with Trunks and Goten. Because Mai's a part of that too. She's kind of an important character in that as well.
Yeah, they be trying to ship her and Trunks together.
Yeah, a lot of people want to ship those two together. Since Dragon Ball Super, Goku Black arc, which was a pretty good arc. It just ended poorly. That's all. It ended pretty poorly.
But ultimately, who do you think is the worst father in the series?
Who do I think the worst father in the series of Dragon Ball? Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. I'll probably say Paragus. Actually, I would say Paragus is probably a worse dad. It's out of Paragus and Bardock.
Well, hold on. At first I thought Bardock too, but then we're here with this with Bardock. We kind of the end of a whole thing. Bardock did kind of redeem himself greatly when he tried at least one by himself to fight off Frieza and Fortune and save Planet Vegeta. Going outside his usual mentality, and then I think he saw Kakarot leave off in the ship.
Yeah, that was before he got into the fight with Frieza's soldiers. It was like right after their ships sort of kind of passed by each other, as Goku is leaving. Yeah. And
he also tried to make sure that Goku makes to whatever distance he was going to, and that future that with him confronting Frieza or beating Frieza happened.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Paragus.
I feel like he could give Bardock that pass.
Hello,
let's be real. It was epic. He was epic. He went out like a boss.
Yeah, he did.
Like an OG.
Definitely.
Even though he was outmatched, he still went out strong. So I feel like we should take him off that list of bad dads. He should be getting in. He's a redeemed dad, like Vegeta.
I wouldn't call him redeemed, but I'll still say he's a bad dad. It's not enough.
The bad dad is that he didn't care for his kid. Yeah, I feel like he should be a redeemed dad or something like that. Or at least not be on the bad dads list like that. Like on the same scale as Paragus. Paragus had no redeemed qualities whatsoever. He was just straight up horrible.
What makes Paragus worse is that he basically abused Broly and used him as a weapon.
Yeah, pimped him.
That makes it sound worse. It makes it sound worse.
He did. He pimped his son. Did you not see the movie? You can't say he didn't pimp his son.
I wouldn't call that pimping. I wouldn't use pimping.
It was pimping. Because first of all, let's keep it a stack. Ain't nobody was looking or caring for Paragus. Okay, when they saw Broly, they said, well, this saying right here is old. He ain't gonna be of much use, but his son may be of some use. And then when Frieza, who assumed and thought that he was a Saiyan, he could go Super Saiyan, thought Broly could go Super Saiyan, was kind of surprised, like, yeah. I said, like, well, hold on, I thought Broly could go Super Saiyan. You tell me that Broly cannot go Super Saiyan?
I think.
So yeah, he was pimping his son.
I think calling him a weapon is better than pimping his son. It sounds sexual.
That's a respectful way of putting it, but he pimped his son. He pimped him like a bitch, and Broly wasn't even getting none. I love Broly. I love this Broly, but he was pimping the man. The man was getting pimped. Even the people who were against it saw it. He was getting pimped.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't really argue with that. What's up, AJ?
Ahoy!
What's going on?
Not much. What's up with you?
Just chilling, talking to you guys on the stream.
I know, right? So, because we were hitting a couple topics there about, what is a bad dad. You're arguing in favor of, Bardock being redeemed. Well, like Ruby had said earlier, just because you're present in your kid's life doesn't mean you're, not a bad dad. So by that logic, an absent father isn't necessarily a bad dad, but we all can agree that an abusive father is a bad dad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Bardock should be on that list because one,
right. So that's
there
what I'm saying.
when his son was born.
I'm. This is how I'm agreeing with both of you at the same time. You're right that he wasn't necessarily a bad dad because one, Bardock wasn't abusive per se. The only relationship he had was with Raditz. If he had one at all, it would have been on the level. Probably, I'd equate it with how Vegeta was with his dad, King Vegeta. Right?
Basically, warrior to warrior, man to man.
Right. The whole warrior society mentality. Exactly. And then meanwhile, Goku was absent, of course, but he wasn't abusive.
Very true.
And then of course, Vegeta, he may have been present and then sometimes abusive, but in the end, he did redeem himself as a father. So overall, the debate could be for Vegeta, about debating whether or not he's a bad dad. And again, my challenge, I'm taking the gloves off, Ruby. If we should do a sequel for this stream and you and me discuss Vegeta's history as a bad dad and prove whether or not, because I think the qualifier for any bad dad should always be whether or not they were abusive.
I agree. Yeah, I'll be down for a stream like that one day, definitely. And I agree with everything you're saying.
He's not excluded, of course. But yeah, I think any qualifier should be whether or not the parent was abusive.
Yeah.
Well,
if the overall relationship was abusive, then yes, Paragus is the number one bad dad.
Yes.
But then again, what about Bibidi
and
Bobbidi and their relationship with each other, as well as with Boo? And I'm talking the original Boo, what we call Kid Boo, before he turned into Majin Buu.
Right.
Do we really consider them that a father-son thing? Because we know Bibidi and Bobbidi are father-son.
Bibidi and Bobbidi were actually clones.
Yeah, they're clones of each other.
Technically, but yes, in the manga and story, Bibbidi referred to Bobbidi as his father. He was referred to as, even when they introduced him, they were like, oh, Bibbidi is the son of Bobbidi. But he was still a clone.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. So, yes, they did have a father-son relationship. That's what we're talking about, that sort of relationship, whether you're a clone or, because, even in real life, most men and daughters look just like their respective counterparts.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I gotta grab my charger.
All right. But
yeah, yes, Paragus, I agree with you on all that. Paragus definitely was a bad dad, and that Bardock shouldn't necessarily be a bad dad.
Yeah.
He didn't have any relationship with his kids, which in a sense could be viewed as bad. Because how does that affect the character we're talking about, such as Goku or Raditz, or how about when Goku was absent from Gohan's life? How did it affect him? We all know how it did, because like you and Ruby had said, Goten and Gohan didn't really hold a grudge against their father for choosing to remain in the afterlife when he defeated Cell.
Yeah. Well, Gohan kind of had a stepdad, if you might will. And
right,
Piccolo.
Gohan had Piccolo.
And his mom still.
Right, he still,
and Krillin.
Again, though, this is the whole thing about whether or not Goku is a bad dad. So it doesn't matter that Gohan had his mother. Just because he had his mother, again, this is about Goku not being there and when he had it in his life.
Wait, what does I hear about Gohan having a stepdad?
Piccolo.
Yeah.
That is his sensei?
Yeah, that's his sensei. It was like a father-son relationship. It wasn't his stepdad because Piccolo wasn't banging Chi-Chi.
Piccolo is more of Gohan's big brother, if anything.
I thought that was more Krillin.
Krillin too.
Pretty much Krillin.
Krillin can fall in that too, but Gohan is.
But how you said Piccolo?
Piccolo is the Master Roshi that wanted to keep him as Master Roshi was to Goku. Piccolo is Gohan's Master Roshi. It's his sensei and his friend.
Yes.
Because even Goku considers Master Roshi his friend, even though he's his sensei, and yet he still treats his sensei as such, while still treating and considering him as a friend. Because they're all like, "Oh, these are Goku's friends," and Master Roshi's part of that clique. But we all know that Master Roshi was his sensei, his teacher.
Muten Roshi. Yeah, that's correct. So what I missed? I just heard something about Gohan having a stepdad.
Just talking about how Gohan, how Gohan and Goten didn't really have a grudge against Goku being absent, because it's like, oh yeah, it was to prevent anybody else trying to come after Goku because he's still alive and they want revenge.
Yeah, plus he's fucking dead.
Right. And so we brought up the fact that Gohan. Now this wasn't Goten. Goten didn't have the same kind of relationship with Piccolo as Gohan did. However, it was through Gohan that's how Goten knew of Piccolo and developed, was treated as an equal in their circle.
Yeah.
Well, of course, he's gonna be treated like he was half playing like Gohan.
Right. No, I mean that like Piccolo.
Relationship-wise,
Piccolo showed equal respect to Goten because of his relationship through Gohan, and vice versa.
Well,
Goten showed respect to Piccolo because through Gohan, Piccolo was a family friend of the Sun family.
Yes.
Even Chi-Chi showed respect to Piccolo and no longer viewed him as the son of King Piccolo, as an enemy
or a monster.
Right. She's known Piccolo as well for a long time.
And plus, let's keep it real. Chi-Chi got used to all that stuff in a sense. She got used to it.
We know.
He knows it all.
We know she can take care of herself, and she runs a strict household.
Yes.
He runs the house.
Exactly. I mean, she fought Goku at the she went toe to toe with Goku at the tournament.
Exactly.
To show that,
and people seem to forget that.
Him what she wanted.
Chi-Chi was the strongest woman of the world in the world.
Exactly.
She was the strongest woman.
Was the smartest and richest woman. Let's put it like that. But Chi-Chi was the strongest one before there was
Yeah,
18.
she was a
Yes.
princess. Her dad did have the money.
And her dad
They-
is also,
she was raised in the castle.
and her dad is also the student of Master Roshi as well.
Yep. But let's keep it real. Bulma was richer out of the two of them. If you can't know who's richer, it'd be Bulma.
Yeah, yeah, Bulma would be richer.
Because their company runs the whole society. In a way.
Yeah, they run a monopoly.
That's capitalism for you.
Even though they don't intend to be.
When you are literally the sole company that invents capsule technology. I mean, they're called capsule.
I wouldn't call it a soul company because there's Dynacaps. It's just that nobody can compete with them because they outbeat their competition.
Well, they were the first, weren't they?
Yeah, they were the first.
They were the first.
They were the first.
Capsule was the first, so you can't beat an original.
I would love to see
That's
a
not
rival
true in
company
real
come up.
capitalism. Because sometimes you can be the first. You can wait a minute. Let me hear me out. You can be the first or something, but there's somebody who can actually do something and come in and take over the space, or take you out, or make something better than what you originally made.
I'd imagine that there would
First
be
is not always the best.
competition, and there would be a replacement down the line, but you can't beat an OG.
But see, it's like
even
this.
Even when the OG is dead, he still can't be beat.
Capsule Corp would just buy out the competition.
That's true. But see, they're not that. When you look at the family, they're not worried about capitalists because, like, here's this: the reason why they don't really get beat out because the whole family, with the exception of probably the wife, are geniuses, and plus they make all their products that are cutting edge, that could beat any competition, that are above that, years ahead of its time.
They invest in other branch trees of technology.
And even when they don't invest in capsules, they still win because they keep innovating. They got the best team. They hire the best people.
Bulma, she knew her shit about Android technology, of course.
She knew her shit about fucking alien tech.
And she invented the Dragon Radar.
She invented
the greatest invention in the damn series.
She
translated started and got its money, just like any. I mean, hell, the company that made Nintendo didn't start as a company that made television computers.
A lot of current game companies didn't start as gaming companies.
Yeah, if you look at even modern car companies in Japan didn't originally start doing that shit. They were a company that started in something else. And then when technology, when some new technology was introduced to Japan or some new innovation was discovered, they're like, oh, hey, we're going to adopt this. That's capitalism, when a company can adopt and or switch its gears on what its primary.
You mean adapt?
No, not just adopt. Because again, like the Nintendo company, I believe it started with it had something to do with some sort of machine. You know what? Fuck it.
Pachinko?
Yeah, something like that. It was something game related, but something not necessarily what we think of as game related today. Because they've been around.
I think it was an illegal gambling company.
It was like some kind of cards and shit.
Yeah.
Some Japanese stuff like.
For some reason, I'm thinking Peanuts.
Something I forgot, but I know what you're talking about, AJ.
It was founded as since we're talking Nintendo and how companies start. Nintendo started as Nintendo Kopai in September 1889. So they're from the fucking they're 200 years old almost.
Yeah.
It was founded by a craftsman to produce and distribute playing cards, or karuta from Portuguese. Okay, so they were bringing Portuguese. They were importing Portuguese playing cards. And essentially, they're one of the companies that started selling and producing Hanafuda back then. Now, what do? What is Nintendo known for? Mario. They're not known for Hanafuda.
Mario, Nintendo Switch, and
well, when it comes to Japanese culture
and Pokemon,
when you hear the name Nintendo, even over there, I wonder, like if someone were to ask freaking Sora the Troll on YouTube. It's like when they hear Nintendo, do they think Hanafuda or Mario?
Mario,
right?
Hold on, wait. Hold up.
Why did you make me do this? You're fighting so you can watch all of these mascots die. Think, Luigi. You'll outlast every fragile, insignificant franchise in this game. You'll live to see these series turn into pachinkos or mobile only. Everything and every game from your childhood will be ruined. What will you have after 500 consoles?
You, Mario. I'd still have you.
Yeah.
I had to do it.
Wait, where's AJ?
Yeah, where's AJ?
AJ.
Yo, AJ.
He's probably coming back. But what the fuck was I gonna say? Well, to piggyback off of what AJ was talking about, that's sort of like what Stan Lee was trying to do with Marvel. Marvel started off with comics, right? Stan Lee was trying to branch out. Stan Lee was trying to branch out into like, and he did into like animation,
film, games,
animations, yeah. And then now, now look at where Marvel is now. I guarantee you, most people don't know anything about comics, Marvel comics. They're like, you go to like a young kid or whatever. It's like Marvel. Oh, you mean the MCU? They're not gonna say, oh, like Marvel comics.
Quest Aerospace.
What was that?
You know that Marvel once owned their own aerospace company called Quest Aerospace?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they once owned an aerospace company. Like, if you go into the old Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies and they mention a Quest Aerospace, that's actually the name of a company that Marvel Entertainment once owned.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Aerospace. Huh. What the fuck is Marvel gonna do with that?
But they had to sell it off because, about too much acquisitions, too much, over expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, had he kept that, who knows what he would have did with that? I bet you Stan Lee would have been the first that actually did space travel.
Probably would have. Wow, I thought AJ would be back by now.
Did we make him leave?
I don't know. He just disappeared. You got anything in the private chat? No. Hello, Stefan. But yeah. What were we talking about before Capsule Corp's shit?
Yeah, what I was saying is that with Capsule Corp, they had competitors like Dynacaps, Pod Corporation, and the Red Ribbon Army. It's just that the reason why they didn't have the what was called like the new guy coming in and taking over the dinosaur type of thing, which happens in business in real life, is that it had the two smartest minds in the world, as well as the best understanding team, the best researchers in the world, and they had resources, and they invested their resources wisely.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be honest, Boma and her dad are technological perfectionists. If you take Steve Jobs as a perfectionist, Boma and her dad were true perfectionists when it comes to technology.
Yeah.
You will never hear about their technology breaking down. Have you ever heard their tech breaking down?
No, but wait, Dynacaps that's the capsules. That's Capsule Corp.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said Pod Corporation.
Okay.
And their other competitor was Red Ribbon Army.
I don't think
that's
they're competing.
That's how Bowman knew about dang, I forgot about Android. What was Android 20?
Dr. Giroux?
Yeah. Dang, I forgot the old man's name.
I don't think they were competing with Red Ribbon Army. The Red Ribbon Army was just a military.
No, they actually did try to compete in the space at one point. It's not talked about. It is not talked about.
Wow. Oh, that must be yeah. Try to compete and got their asses handed to them.
Yeah, that's literally what happened. They tried but failed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr.
Pop-
Gero, he was not always with the Red Ribbon Army. He used to be a
Yeah.
civilian scientist. He was recruited, or even joined them after he was after whatever events or reasons led him to cross paths with them. But he was known in the same scientific circles as Dr. Briefs.
That's
They
correct.
they did know each other. They were familiar with each other's technology and their experiments.
He tried in their area though. They just not talked about.
Right.
But he got bought.
Again,
Which
whatever
found out that
happened
he
to
was better
Dr.
in the
Gero.
robotics field than they were,
Yep. Yes.
and the energy field, because the man invented an infinite power source for his robots,
Yep.
and he invented a biomechanical being, a powerful one. So.
Mhm. And originally, he did start with actual androids, non-living robots.
Yeah,
Like Ader.
Yep.
it's just that the living ones end up outclassing the non-living ones.
Well, of course,
Okay.
especially because that was part of his goal to begin with, was to essentially, the whole, especially after Goku, was to make androids or humans on par, human weapons on par with people like Goku and his friends. To challenge that without, basically, it was like, think of it like a way of bypassing all the martial arts training to bring about that spiritual change and use that energy, such as ki. They could just tap into it with
Infinite
the,
energy.
Right. They could just tap into it. They could just tap into it mechanically using technology, and that's what made it hard for Goku and his friends to fight Android 17 and 18. They were a whole new class.
Let's say it like this: if it weren't for Trunks, Jiro actually succeeded in his goal. Except they dominated the world. Except he's not alive to dominate it. His androids turned on him on a Frankenstein type of thing and destroyed it instead of helping him dominate it.
Jiro just wanted revenge for the most part.
It was mostly revenge driven, but like I said, Jiro, and what you're saying, Ronnie, his goal was accomplished even though he wasn't alive. It's like I was saying earlier, you can't beat an OG. Even when he's dead, he's still gonna be an OG.
Yeah, he accomplished his goal. Well, actually, we think he didn't really accomplish his goal.
Revenge helped him push him to accomplish his goal. Let's say it like that.
Well, no,
did. At least in one timeline he did.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. In the original timeline, he didn't accomplish his goal because Goku died prior to the androids showing up.
Yeah,
but that was. But
in the
still, he still had Cell there.
In the timeline that we got in the main show, Cell technically killed Goku.
Right.
So yeah, but
in another timeline, it's
so he's seated in both timelines. To be fair.
And when it comes to multiverse theory stuff, Akira Toriyama did a good job. Because he wasn't known for planning the story out. He kind of went as he wrote, drew each chapter with the manga.
And some stuff people tend to forget about.
Right. So he'd try and look back and go back and be like, oh, hey, let's use that as a plot point. And that's kind of like how Dr. Gero and the androids came about, was because he was pulling stuff from earlier Dragon Ball chapters.
Yeah.
But the fact is that he took those ideas and he was smart about them.
Yeah, he definitely keeps it very simple. At first, at least. Just, different. When you go back in time, you split the timeline. Simple as that.
Yep.
Unlike what Marvel did in in Endgame. That shit was dumb. I like the movie, but the way they explain how time travel work and all that shit, I was like, that's unnecessary.
Right. Well,
I mean,
20 years.
Trunks explained it better than they did.
Well, in 20 years, we'll be debating on whether or not Iron Man was a bad dad.
Really? Dang.
Well, I mean, he's kind of like Bardock and Vegeta. He does have his redemption arc at the end, because how did Iron Man start? He wasn't necessarily a good guy per se in the very first movie.
He wasn't a bad guy either. He was just a big douchebag.
But yeah,
what do you mean he wasn't a bad guy? I mean, have you seen?
He wasn't
Lord
a
of
bad
War
guy in the
with-
sense like
with
he was just your
Nicolas Cage?
stereotypical rich douchebag.
I mean, that's pretty bad, dude.
I mean, but he wasn't a father up until like Endgame,
Exactly.
though.
Well,
And
neither
then he,
was Vegeta, in a sense.
yeah, but Vegeta was a father once we got to the Android saga. He had a baby,
Exactly.
right.
you know, and he was still doing Vegeta shit.
But how
you know what I'm saying?
you can't say as an anime, watching the anime, you couldn't say that was not the end. Because essentially, once we got to the Android Saga, Android Saga was kind of like the Infinity Saga or Infinity War, while Cell Saga was the end game. And in a sense, like with Team 4 Stars, a bridge series, that technically was the end because we didn't get their intended Boo Saga. We just got the Boo bits.
Yeah, but still, Iron Man wouldn't be classified as a bad dad because what's it? 3000 wasn't born yet until Endgame, and in Endgame there's a time skip. So
Right, they didn't even bother.
As a good dad.
Right, they didn't. Marvel didn't care to bother extending out the stories or movies the way, Akira Toriyama had written things out with Dragon Ball Z.
Well, I think because it just wasn't important,
Well, they've already.
And plus the actors are without playing coming back.
Since we're talking about the Marvel movies, they had developed all that. They had already spent a decade, right, making all those movies. So it was kind of the end of that era. That's the way it was intended. It's a shame that they still haven't kicked off and actually given us the next generation continue. Instead we're getting all this influx of new other
They're
characters.
planning on doing it.
No,
But
technically,
it would have been cool to continue the movies picking up right where they had left off instead of branching out into these TV shows.
Yeah.
But no, again though, it's just there are similarities between characters like Vegeta and Tony Stark. There are huge similarities.
Sure, but being a bad dad, I wouldn't put Tony Stark in that camp.
Yeah. Because if you're gonna do that, then what about Odin?
Yeah, again, just like Goku, Vegeta, Bardock, Paragus, we could list out some comparisons, and I would definitely agree that Odin would be
if you want to go with Odin, Thanos.
Thanos, yes,
that's a horrible
agreed.
father.
Agreed. But now
just,
I have a feeling that the reason we are, comparing Odin versus Thanos with whether or not they were bad dads is probably because of their morals, not necessarily how they treated their children or whether or not they were absent in their lives or whether or not they were abusive. And I would agree that in some instances, like who is it, Nova, her relationship with Thanos, if you were to consider it like a father-daughter thing.
Nebula.
Nebula. I left to get Nebula. Okay, sorry. I get names confused sometimes. But yeah, I might say that would be considered abusive. So in that relationship, he would be a bad dad.
Yeah.
It was kind of clear that Gamora was his favorite.
Right. So in a
he
sense,
did favoritism between them.
But, right now, for her, she'd probably come to the conclusion, she'd be the best one to come to the conclusion overall, whether or not he was a bad dad, over whether or not he was abusive. Was his abuse now externally, objectively, could we say or debate whether or not his relationship with and toward Gamora was abusive? I haven't seen enough to know myself, but from the clips that they did show in some of the Avengers movies, because I didn't see the second Guardians of the Galaxy film, is that some of those flashbacks kind of portrayed it like it was a friendlier relationship between him and Gamora compared to his relationship with Nebula.
But let's keep it fair. The best
part
father
of
in
their
Marvel
beef,
in general.
that Nebula and Gamora there was conflicting. Their relationship was strained or tenuous because of how each of them had a different relationship with Thanos, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, what was it you said just a second ago?
But let's keep it a buck, though. The best father in the MCU was Scott Lang.
I don't know. I mean, he was just as bad as... he was a criminal,
How was he bad? This man had the best relationship with his daughter out of all those dudes. He had the best relationship with his daughter. even when he was doing wrong, his daughter looked at him as a god and said she even told the police the dude who was dating her dad, who was fucking her dad, fucking her mama, that I hope you don't catch him.
See, this is what I like about
my daddy.
This is what I like about hanging with you, Ronnie, is that when it comes to this, because now I'm going to bring up Vegeta again, because you said Scott Lang's daughter, Ant-Man's daughter, didn't look at him in a bad way. She looked at him like he was a godsend, right? Okay.
And he had a good relationship with her.
Right. Whether or not let's exclude that for a second, because we're just talking about her perspective toward him, about her perspective with the relationship. So even though he was a criminal, he was a known criminal, and she knew he had been in jail, she still loved him, and she still viewed her relationship like that's my dad, blah blah blah, etc.
Because they rich to each other in jail too. They rich to each other.
Not even counting that, because I mean, yes, you're correct, but not even counting that. I'm just focusing on her and what you said about her. So I would argue the very exact same position that you presented. This is what I like about chilling with you, bro. Is that I would argue that same 100% exact position about Trunks with Vegeta and why he's not.
Oh yeah, because Trunks looked at Vegeta the same light, right?
Yeah, you got it.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
But Vegeta still put his son in danger.
Yeah,
but you can say also, but see, here's the flaw to that, MAJ. Then you got to put that logic with Goku and his sons too.
Well, Goku did put Gohan in danger. Goku intentionally put Gohan in danger.
Goku never met Goku before prior.
So wouldn't that make it, just with that one example, wouldn't that be enough to make Goku a bad dad?
Goku only put Gohan in danger. What?
No, because he prepared Gohan for that battle.
Yeah,
it's like how Piccolo prepared him for that battle.
But that was a little bit of there was some tension between him and Gohan because of it. A little bit there was, because Gohan wasn't aware that what Goku was doing. He wasn't clued in on it. And Goku, and the problem really was with Gohan, because Gohan, in the when it came to the fight with Cell, and why he was holding back, was because he didn't have enough. He didn't have the same level of faith in himself that Goku had in him. It was kind of like that was the point, bro. Yeah, that part of the Cell Saga fight between Gohan and Cell, Goku saying, "Yeah, I have faith. I trust in Gohan. I know what he's capable of because I trained. Blah blah blah. I prepared him for this, exactly all this." And yet Gohan was holding back. It's just like how Kamina was with Simon and Gurren Lagann. It wasn't until Gohan had to finally get those words from Android
to let go of his human side and be more Saiyan.
To embrace. It really wasn't about letting go of his human side. It really wasn't. This is the thing about Saiyans, is that they are equally as human as anybody, because where they're getting their power from, and this is the thing about humans, is the emotion. He wasn't telling him to let go of his human side. He was telling him to embrace his emotions, to find his power, take that anger and transmute it into what he needed to become Super Saiyan 2, because it was through emotion, through anger, that Gohan ascended and finally became Super Saiyan 2. And Goku knew he had that in him. Goku's known that ever since the battle with Raditz, now that we're coming full circle. Because that's the thing about the difference about, this is what makes Gohan special since day one, since the first episode, is that he's half Saiyan, half human. And it's always the speculation, the theory was that there was something else besides what he got from his father that made him stronger than his father. And that really was his human side as well. It was both of them combined. Android 16 was basically telling him to embrace his humanity, to embrace that emotion, and accept
He needed him to let go because Gohan was being a pacifist. Because Gohan doesn't.
Exactly.
That's why he had to let go.
You need to let go of that human side, embrace the Saiyan side more.
Embrace that anger, and human anger is what propelled him above as a Saiyan.
But you just got through saying that Saiyans and humans are not that different. So wouldn't that be Saiyan anger as well?
That's what I'm trying to get at. Is that
came from his anger.
Right. So let's break that apart then. Let's split that up. Say humans don't have the ability to go Super Saiyan. They can go Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, etc. Well, it's because of, for Gohan's case, because he's half human, he has those human emotions, that hidden power. That's what helps, that's what propels him along those steps as a Super Saiyan. While someone like a pureblooded Saiyan as Vegeta, wasn't it a little bit tougher for him to work toward that compared to Gohan and Goku? Hell, it took him longer just to get to the Super Saiyan 1.
And it was already established that, half Saiyans are technically more stronger than full-blooded Saiyans. Or at least
right,
yes,
because Saiyans get to Super Saiyan through emotion. That's how they unlock it without their tails. It's through their emotion. Humans, the underlying theme is that humans or human emotion is much more powerful. And that's what the creation of the Saiyans, or rather their existence as part of the story, as a trope, is that they exemplify what human power would look like if it were on a totally separate evolution. But I don't think really, I think maybe I'm just going too deep into it.
No, I get what you're saying.
Maybe Toriyama's not that high of a level in terms of
I agree with you there. He's not thinking that far, but
he's not thinking that far. But he is plucking cherry blossoms. That's for fucking sure. He was.
Yeah, let's go with
cherry
that.
Blossoms.
Yeah. Agree. I like Dragon Ball.
Oh, I do too. It's
No, I'm Dragon Ball.
If you guys knew, he's not much of an anime fan, but I have a friend halfway across the world who talks about DBZ and Toriyama and how the whole thing was a way for Toriyama to express how humans could become more powerful. Because what is a Saiyan? And I mean, in terms of the word, what does Saiyan mean? Like, it comes from Yasai.
Vegetable.
Toriyama just flipped the syllables. It's Yasai. It means vegetable. Well, my friend's theory is that humans could potentially achieve the same kind of levels that Saiyans are capable of by being vegetarians or having a more vegetarian diet. Right. That vegetables are more healthier for you. They're spiritually more healthy for you and could allow you to tap into your ki. Hell, they've proven, just so you know, scientists have proven via electromagnetism that vegetables do produce a sort of ki. So think about that.
I was following your friend until the vegetable part, but in Dragon Ball, hold up. In Dragon Ball Super Superhero, they have Gohan talk about ants. And he showed that the ants have adapted and evolved to the point where they can become super ants. And they become gold and everything. So in a way, it's pretty interesting.
So they went from being compared to monkeys, now ants.
In a way, your friend
ants aren't vegetarian, of course. They do eat meat.
And in a way, your friend was quite on to something. That's what I'm trying to get to. He was quite on to something there.
Right.
The fact that they added that.
Right. A good example about the human potential of achieving Super Saiyan strength and physicality, or even, regenerative health abilities through, by a vegetarian or vegetable-based diet. Look at that bodybuilder. He's an African American bodybuilder, and he's like in his 60s or 70s, and he is nothing but a plant-based diet apparently. And he is ripped like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. He looks younger, like 20 years younger than what he is. So, it's just like, oh, well, what possibilities are out there? Is that something that has been passed down through archetypes and tropes in our stories and media,
All I know is I would love to see something in nature that closely resembles a Super Saiyan, even if it has to be fucking ants.
An elephant. They're fucking strong and smart.
Can they turn gold? That's the point I'm trying to get at.
Right. Well, that's the thing, is that is that auras do exist. We just can't see them. They're in a completely different light spectrum of the light, the whatever visible spectrum. We just can't see it. So when you see people on the fucking YouTubes and TikTok take out their shirt, these little fucking kids going, "I'm gonna go Super Saiyan." Who are we to say that they aren't generating an aura and we just can't fucking see it because we don't have that ability?
I would do that, but right now I'm outside. I don't want to wake my neighbors right now.
And we all been there back when we used to watch that show as kids. And we were sitting in front of that television going,
I was shooting Kamehamehas and everything, man. I was going Super Saiyan 3.
Dude, I knew I
do it again.
Oh, it's already passed. Okay. Oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you're stepping in. Yeah, heck, dudes, I knew I had crossed the line when I taught myself how to do the fusion dance. I was like, yeah, I've watched too much Dragon Ball Z. We're just going to keep going.
I crossed the line when I dream Dragon Ball and then I wake up in the same dream thinking that it's reality. You ever have that where you wake up in your dream, where you wake up but you realize that you're still in the dream? Have that.
Are you saying that you had a lucid dream, that you actually had control of your dream?
No. This will be different.
Hey, Frieza, you want to hear a secret? I happen to know that Goku isn't the only Super Saiyan. Matter of fact, you're looking at one.
Where the hell did AJ go? You ran him off again, Ronald. God dang it.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
This is why I'm not a huge fan of StreamYard. I don't mind using it per se, but this is also why I do mind using it, because it does this to me a lot. It doesn't like my browser or my computer for some reason.
What browser do you use? Chrome?
Firefox.
No,
fuck Chrome. Chrome is the reason why I can't play Steam next year.
Really?
Chrome.
Yeah.
I'm actually on Chrome.
Steam is no longer. They programmed it so that Steam will no longer function on January 1st because Steam's browser is based off of Chrome.
I thought Steam had like an app.
And Chrome is no longer functioning or supported on Windows 7.
I thought Steam had like an app or browser thing that you can download onto your computer.
Well, you have to use the actual. That's what I'm talking about. It is essentially an app. It is like it's like installing any game, and it uses a Chrome-based web browser. You need Steam installed on your computer in order to play the games.
Okay.
I already got Steam, so yeah.
So the only way to keep Windows 7 on my computer is to spend $300 and get the Steam handheld device, which is basically, it's literally a mobile gaming laptop. That's basically all it is, and it's half the cost. It's less than half the cost of an Alienware computer.
You have a laptop. I bought me a laptop. I bought me a laptop.
I'm gonna buy me a desktop once I get me a new place. That way I can do better streams and do some other things that I want to do.
Shit, I think you could stream from the new Steam Deck.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I mean, it literally is a handheld computer. It's like walking around with a PC, because you can get yourself a freaking dock so that you have a keyboard, and boom. You can even plug it to an external. You can plug an external monitor to it, like a computer. It's like it literally is like a laptop, but it's specifically designed to download and play and use Wi-Fi for fucking Steam games. I'm like, shit, that's pretty damn good price. You know, freaking 20 years ago, say like 2004, you'd be paying like maybe $600, $1,000 for something like that. But because it's a mobile device, you'd probably be paying twice that much. So it'd be on the par. Back then, it would be on par with the cost for an Alienware PC or laptop. At least between $1 to $2 grand. And it's only going for like $300-400.
Nice.
Yeah, that's how far technology has progressed, man, that they can have fucking processors and graphic processing chips in these devices like that, where you could play fucking the new Tomb Raider trilogy on it. You could fucking play Left 4 Dead on it.
God, I missed that. That's one of the only reasons why I would get Steam, just to play Left 4 Dead.
Right? I mean, that's exactly why I got Steam, was because, again, I'm a pirate. So when I played Left 4 Dead, I managed to pirate it, but it was because it was so good. I was like, well, I don't want to use this. I want the official stuff. Because when they came out with the sequel, I was like, hell yeah! And I got both games on sale. They were my first games ever.
Yeah,
I know
one thing. Once I get my my new desktop and laptop, I will be downloading some fucking ROMs, man.
ROMs are
definitely gonna be right.
Exactly.
Definitely doing that. I had some ROMs years ago. I just don't know what happened to my flash drive that had them.
My ROM phase lasted until I got into Left 4 Dead. I got into Left 4 Dead, and then I managed to pick up what was it? Mass Effect. The first Mass Effect game. I got that in a bundle with Team Fortress 2. So those
I mean, you can get Mass Effect on PlayStation now. So yeah.
In order to play those two, you have to have a Steam account on PC. So I was like, okay, now that I got Steam, that's when I got, so those were my first 4 games. Mass Effect, Team Fortress 2, Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 on Steam.
Well,
and now I've spent like hundreds of dollars on Steam because they come up with they got so much good shit there, including the DBZ games. So if you guys ever do get Steam, you should snag Dragon Ball Xeno. You should do you have Dragon Ball Xenoverse?
No, but I invested more in games like Jet Set Radio. Jet Set Radio, Sonic Adventure Battle 2.
Because we can stream those together. Dragon Ball Xenoverse and Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I haven't even touched that one hardly. So
Xenoverse 2, you didn't touch Xenoverse 2?
I've got it, but I didn't actually.
I got both Xenoverse on my PlayStation.
I played Xenoverse all the way through basically. I still got a bunch of missions that I haven't completed. I pretty much played all of that.
Yeah.
So I've got a really good tune on there, and of course, they give you so many slots for many more, so I could play it again. That was pretty much my favorite. But the stuff that they had for it, all the concepts and the capsule tech and moves, the way you can customize your gear.
Yeah.
They did a lot of improvements with Xenoverse 2, so I haven't played the story in Xenoverse 2. I just I did as much as I could, did as much content, because it saves. This is the cool thing about those games, is that Xenoverse 2 takes your save file from the original Xenoverse.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
And so you get all your stuff brought over. You don't get the same character, but you get all your stuff brought over.
Yes. Yeah.
So I that's what I did, was I got Xenoverse 2, but didn't start it, finished as much as I could with Xenoverse, then I imported everything, and then I was like, well, okay, I played a couple of levels, and then I was like, I want to play the more challenging stuff. I want to do more of the challenging stuff on the first game.
Right.
I don't even remember if I unlocked Goku as a sensei yet.
I know. I enjoyed the hell out of Xenoverse 2. I know that, and kind of wish I would have played some of that. Some of the DLC they released over the years.
Yeah, they released a lot of DLC.
A lot of DLC.
I think the only one I didn't get into right away was the Resurrection of Frieza DS and after. But all the first couple of DLCs, yeah, I did get that.
I believe I have that as a DLC because I pre-ordered the game when it was first coming out. I pre-ordered it, and I think that came with the pre-order. I'm not too sure. I don't remember.
Resurrection of Frieza or Resurrection of F? No, it did not come out when the game first came out. The movie.
Oh, it didn't. Okay.
Right, the movie came out after the game, like maybe a year or less, maybe even 2 years. And so when it came out, as a special way of keeping the game fresh, they like, oh hey, here's some new DLC featuring the new content in the Dragon Ball universe, because that was a movie. And
Wait,
I
are you
think
talking?
a year after the movie is when they came out with Dragon Ball Super.
Wait, are we talking about Xenoverse 2 or 1? Because I'm talking about
Xenoverse
2. No,
Yeah, I'm
no,
talking about Xenoverse 2.
no. Forgot to Know F was out before Xenoverse 2. Because
Was
you get
it?
Super. Yeah, it was.
Huh.
Yeah, it was out before Xenoverse 2.
Because they didn't have any Resurrection of F content or DLC for the first Xenoverse.
And I have Super Saiyan Blue Goku in that game. Before it was called Super Saiyan Blue.
In Xenoverse 2?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean they did add that stuff in there. Yes, I know.
But I didn't.
Xenoverse doesn't have it.
I didn't. Yeah, the first Xenoverse don't have that. I think it stops at God. It stops at God. Super Saiyan God.
Right.
But yeah, Because matter of fact, because I remember, because there's a mission in Xenoverse 2 where you have to fight Metacooler and Golden Frieza together. You have to fight against them. I remember that. It's been a while, but I remember that. Damn, now I want to play Xenoverse 2. That's been a while. Fuck. It's really fun. This really was fun. I actually put it in my PlayStation 4 months. I actually put it in my PlayStation 4 months ago, but because I didn't get all my old save shit back because I got a new PlayStation 4, I was like, fuck this. I don't feel like doing all this all over again. But now I'm regretting it. Such a good. No.
I think I am mistaken. It was for Xenoverse. I think it was for Xenoverse, not Xenoverse 2.
Oh, it was in Xenoverse?
I'm double checking. Yes. That's, you know what? I was mistaken. Okay, so I have Resurrection F DLC for Xenoverse. They don't have Resurrection F for Xenoverse 2. It is listed as Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F because, of course, it was a DBZ movie.
Yeah, it was a Z movie. It's the last Z movie.
I did not get the one. I didn't get was the GT stuff. I don't know, something about Kid Goku and Pan, just the with the way they use the CG graphics, I was like, I don't know. But yeah, they got all that. They got so much good stuff. Like, you look at the DLC list for Xenoverse 2, and it's just like, holy crap. There's only 4 DLCs for the first one, and the second one has like
thousands.
Well, I mean,
I'm over exaggerating.
I'm gonna tell you, bro. You're gonna be spending close to $1,000 getting all the DLCs all at once.
Dude, it's at least.
That's how much I spent.
There's a total of 24 DLCs, ranging no less than $7.99 a pop.
Oh, God.
Some of them are going for $29 a pop.
You're spending hundreds of dollars. Trust me, I know.
Right, like who needs? Basically, they got like a season pass and then a super season pass.
And all that is for
I bought all of them.
And all that's like for like promotions and stuff, like and tie-ins,
you know like
the Broly movie.
You know what a season pass is
for
though? Do you know what season pass is for though? It's for all the other DLC that was released during the time it came out. So like, why would you pay? Some people pay that extra on top of paying for the DLC separate, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah. Oh God.
But they do have a lot of GT content in Xenoverse. I mean, they have the golden Ozoru, the golden giant apes.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
That's always cool.
And then they got we got other characters from like the Dragon Ball Z, the Otherworld
Android 21.
Right, and then they got the multiverse universe tournament between like the
tournament of power.
Exactly. They got some of those characters in there. So
Jiren and shit, yeah.
They've been adding stuff since the game came out.
The only thing that Xenoverse,
but I don't think they've had anything recently. I think they're done with the DLC.
The thing that I believe Xenoverse 2 should have incorporated was a lot of shit from Heroes. I think that was a missed opportunity.
Well, they may have, because it does show 2 of the DLCs is called Hero of Justice.
I don't know what that's about. Do they have characters from Heroes like fucking Golden Cooler and fucking Cumber and shit? Do they have those guys?
They got
Timebreaker Bar. Oh wait, Timebreaker Bardock is in. Oh wait, I'm wrong. Timebreaker Bardock. Wait, what?
They've got adult Gohan, where he looks like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, when he was fighting Cell, but as an adult, and he's got white hair, like
that's
Ultimate Instinct Goku.
Yeah, that's Gohan Beast. That's from Dragon Ball Superheroes.
Yeah.
That's from the movie.
So that's just one of the DLCs. Then.
Yeah.
What's the second one? What's the first one look like? Oh wow. And then there's
Gohan Beast is a beast.
Yeah, it makes sense that I mean, Gohan really should have been the only character to have like the Ultra Instinct or white hair kind of look because of his background, like from Cell Saga and such.
I don't agree with that.
I think Goku. Well, because Gohan was supposed to always have been his successor. Gohan was supposed to be the one who goes beyond what Goku was capable of.
Yeah, but it's still
but see, when it comes to Ultra Instinct, that's something that's more built for somebody who's lived a life of martial arts and is a master. Goku is that. Gohan is not that.
Then I guess we can look forward to Vegeta achieving that one day too, huh?
Vegeta has Ultra Ego, if I'm not mistaken.
He has Ultra Ego.
There's no instinct. He has Ego.
Well, he could get Ultra Instinct.
Ego, in my opinion, is better than Instinct.
Well, in Dragon Ball Super, in the Dragon Ball Super manga, he was trying to get Ultra Instinct, but then he was like, "I'll get my own power." And then Beerus trained him, and then he unlocked Ultra Ego, which is fitting for Vegeta, which is pretty cool.
Exactly.
He is very egotistical, while Goku is very instinctual. But it is something. But it was easy. I mean, if Goku had the kind of personality as Vegeta, he could definitely have unlocked Ultra Ego.
I think it's.
I would say that Ultra Instinct is just a step above.
I think
how Super Saiyan 2 is a step above Super Saiyan.
These aren't like Saiyan forms. These are like totally different. But I think it's best for Goku.
These are godlike tier forms.
Yeah, I think it's best for Goku to have his own. Goku and Vegeta have separate transformations than sharing one. That makes them more unique, in my opinion.
Vegeta is stronger outside of those Ultra forms. Because if you factor it, Goku's only way of competing with Vegeta's Super Saiyan 2 blue form is really Kaioken time such blue.
You mean evolution?
Yeah. If anything, Vegeta in a way has further perfected blue compared to Goku. Goku can't go beyond blue.
He can't go beyond blue. You have to use. Yeah, you're right. He has to use Kaioken.
It's like he has to use the whole Kaioken. Kaioken has too many drawbacks. Whereas Vegeta, he's achieved a new form.
Yeah,
he took it to another level. So when you look at it outside the Ultras, Vegeta's actually stronger than Goku at this point.
That's not in the manga.
Not stronger, but he has an ability to tap into power that Goku doesn't have access to yet.
That's not in the manga. Ronald.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Blue Evolution.
It's basically anime specific, but
yeah,
I feel like if you're gonna make that, if they're gonna really make that canon or separate the two, then that would make, or at least anime version Vegeta stronger than anime version Goku.
That is definitely debatable, yeah.
But whereas in manga, since it doesn't exist in the manga, that would mean they're both still even, in a way.
I can see that.
So yeah, anime version, because you look at it in the anime, Beerus is not the strongest god of destruction technically, whereas in the manga, he's technically one of the strongest gods of destruction, if not the strongest. Whereas in the anime, they're saying that certain others, or at least that clown on God of Destruction, is stronger than Beerus.
Well, maybe they're not saying, because again, we are translating.
Or was it a way to big up Jiren more as a more powerful foe?
And sometimes characters are attributed or considered stronger or more destructive because they have no inhibitions. So, like, if there's one god of destruction who, is willing to not hold back, or somebody who would not hold back, then they would be considered stronger than another character because they'll do something that no one else would think of doing or consider doing.
I see your point, but what I'm saying is that in the manga, didn't they have a main tournament amongst the gods and Beerus was just whooping their ass? That's what I'm talking about. Like,
in the manga bears defeat all
Right.
of them, and the anime bears. I don't even think they fought in the anime.
they didn't fight in the anime. They just said they didn't explain
they
that
didn't fight in the
that
anime.
clown god is stronger than Beerus, and Jiren was stronger than his god.
Belmont, I think his
guess
name is Belmont.
Yeah, and I feel like that was just a way to big up Jiren as more of a powerful foe than what he actually is in the manga.
Did they say he was?
Right,
Did they say he was stronger than Beerus? I don't remember. Probably
Yeah,
did, I don't remember.
they were emphasizing how, what was the clown's name again?
Well,
The
so what
clown
again?
god of destruction
Oh,
was
Belmont. I think his name is
Belmont. Belmont was stronger than Beerus in the anime.
Hmm.
And Jiren is stronger than Belmont.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess they changed it to make Jiren seem more powerful than what he actually is supposed to be in the manga.
Nah,
The manga he was powerful, but
that's
not
just-
as powerful as they're bigging him up in the anime.
that's just something that Akira Toriyama didn't make. Akira Toriyama didn't probably specify which god is stronger than which, and so Toei did their own thing, and Toyotaro did his own thing with that.
Yeah.
So you're getting two different interpretations. You're getting two
it is
different
known that-
interpretations, but
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
it's the
And
meanings
Toriyama
are
just
different. The
offers
two different.
notes. He is, when it comes to
Exactly.
the actual execution in the anime, it's not word for word because
Exactly.
he's not even providing full page treatment.
Yeah.
You can think of it like he's just giving a synopsis to the staff at Toei, and they come out with a full blown treatment.
yeah,
So it is. So yeah, I would agree with that perspective. That is
You know
Toei's interpretation.
you will know it's Toriyama's idea when when something is shown both in the anime and the manga.
Yeah, I'm
know,
just
like-
talking about the clear differences.
Right.
They're
Yeah,
making
yes,
Jiren
there is-
stronger
there's
than the
a-
Jiren in the manga, and they're making
Right.
the Belmont stronger than the Beerus in the manga and the Belmont in the manga. When in the manga, Beerus is stronger than all those gods because he whooped those gods, right?
Yeah,
But
he
in
beat them
the
all.
anime series, you got a
Right.
god or two stronger than him, and Jiren being stronger than his god. It was a way to big up Jiren as being more powerful than what he's supposed to be, what he was portrayed in the manga.
Are we sure,
And-
or is it just another case of showing instead of telling? Because that's
what I'm saying. That was a way to show that Jiren was a more powerful foe without
right.
displaying he's a powerful foe.
Right. If you got characters who are saying something about somebody and it's not actually being shown, that's how you can tell whether or not, versus anime versus manga with, Toriyama's influence, whether or not, like Ruby's saying, if it's being shown in both, then we know it was him behind that.
Well,
whether or not
from what
it's being
Beerus
told
said-
or being shown, it's just a way for Toei or the publishers to try and convey the story being, to get it across for that medium. Because again, they'll show things in the manga that they don't show in the anime.
Because like how Beerus said it, like, okay, he beat me in an arm wrestling contest, and I'm like, wait, I thought he beat you in a fight. So is he stronger than you, or he just out muscled you in a arm wrestling contest or something
They're
like that?
just being vague at that point. But anyway, I
Right.
gotta get going. I gotta get going and start getting ready to leave. Gotta go out to Thibodeau, guys. So you guys take it easy, man. Peace.
Alrighty,
Peace out, Ruby. Good seeing you.
thanks,
Good seeing
buddy.
you too, AJ. Peace out, Ronald.
Peace out, man. Well, alrighty, buddy. You want us to try to make this last till 8:35?
Well, we could definitely try. How about we take a real quick break? I gotta finish up a chore real quick, and then I'll be back.
Alrighty.
All right. So yeah, I'll see you in a minute.
All right, guys. We're gonna take a break.
No, my husband can't join your team. He's a bald fucking pussy. He's even a useless father to Marin.
Marin can join our team then. That's okay, right? You know how to do an RKO, Marin? If we have a baby on our team, another fighter will kill it by mistake and get disqualified. You cold motherfucker.
Is my baby in danger at this tournament?
No! We sense some real hidden potential in Marin. Like when Gohan went crazy against Raditz. Or some shit like that.
Okay, that's fine then.
All right!
Turn around now, and you can go home in one piece. But if you don't, just remember, going down this path was your choice.
Yo, animeAJ, you still there?
Time is it?
Cooking turkey time!
Reach in there and pull it out.
What is this?
It's turkey dick.
Ew!
Hello?
Yes, Savon.
What took you so long, man? I've been waiting for the past few weeks. I mean, hours.
This ain't even been an hour. It's only been 1 hour and a half.
And I've been waiting for that long for you to invite me.
Yeah, but this was a stream between me, Ruby King, and animeAJ at the time.
Oh, screw that mess, man. I wanted to discuss about this too.
Yeah, but it's my stream.
I don't care.
Well, that's not my problem.
Be quiet.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Still waiting on animeAJ. But Okay, I didn't think he'd take this long, but I guess I'll just do another Wait, we'll finish this another time. I got another stream to get to because it's getting caught that time anyway. But thank you all for sticking around. I hope you all enjoyed. And I'll catch you all later.